Hey y'all, I had a bunch of requests for this one and haven't gotten around to it yet, so I figured as long as I'm in a teaching mood, I'll do it. Why not? This is the Sympathy for the Devil that's on Yaya's, and it's of course different from the studio one, very different. But it's in E, and Keith is playing something that's different. We're going to do Keith's part, by the way. Keith is doing something different from Mick T. He's just doing E to D to A. He's probably in tune and I'm not, but that's it. It's E to D, A. But Keith is doing this. Alright, so let's go through that. The first part is open E. A is at the 9th, hammer on from 9 to 11 on the A string. And you can play the D and the G also covered at the 9th. So you're barred across A, D, G, and I guess B, but B doesn't really matter for this chord. So you're open E, A, D, G across the 9th. And just hammer on the A string from 9 to 11. So that's you've just hammered on from 9 to 11. Then on the now you're playing the A and the D. A and D are playing. Then it's D and G. So you hammer on the A string 9 to 11, then the D string 9 to 11, and then off. Right? Just practice that little lick till you got that down. Just play around with that till you can do it. Then do the same thing 2 frets down, except now you're not playing that open E string because you're onto a D chord now, and that open E is not going to sound right. So exactly the same thing, and then so that's hammer across, or sorry, bar across D, G, B, and hammer on the B string 1 fret up and the D string 2 frets up. Doesn't matter if you hit the open A string or not because it is an A chord, so you're hammering on from an E to an A, so you can hit it if you want. So after you hammer on to that shape, if I got that in focus, and then move your ring finger 1 string up while your B still covered 1 fret up, but move the ring finger to the G string now. Back to the beginning. Off. And then you're back to the beginning. I think there may be times when he doesn't move the ring finger up 1 and just does off. He goes, just does that same chord without moving. I'm not quite sure. You have to listen to it close. I'm not sure. But you can get away with doing it every time if you want. Pleased to Meet You is B, barred B. He probably actually does do it like that, but I do it with my thumb over the top. Right? That's a unison bend, ghost bend, I guess some people call it. So you do your B string at the 7th, G string at the 9th, but then only bend up the G, leave the B. So now they're the same note because if my guitar were in tune, those would be the same. Bend it back down to an E. So that's, I think that's the whole thing. But if you want, we'll go through it. And I'm probably going to get sick of it playing it, but We'll stop when I get sick of it. So let's roll through it. You can hear it. Paint black, the devil.